My name is Guy Clark, and I've been selling flowers on this corner for 37 years. And I enjoy selling flowers, and I don't know, it's changed my life because at first I used to think that people who sold flowers were all good people. But now I realize everybody that sells flowers are not good people, but it's funny, over the 37 years, it's taught me how to give and not just sell flowers, but, to just make people feel better than they did before they came to this corner. Some people want a flower for them, some people want a flower for an occasion, and I just try to go over the top each time I work with an individual who wants some color in their lives. I work on 15th and Noe, which is 2 blocks from the famous Castro in Noe. The neighborhood was more diverse. There were African Americans, Hispanic Americans. There was a diverse group of people here, and it was a little bit more charming, not just upscale. It was a wonderful neighborhood with different people here. But then came a change when people started evicting people because they could, because they had more money, and they changed the demographics of the neighborhood. Let me speak in flowers. You can see a field of one flower, and it's pretty, but to have different flowers and different colors, it's more spectacular. And it's just like the neighborhoods, it used to be 13% African American, now it's down to 3%. Saying that I lived in that yellow building down the street for 28 years, and then all of a sudden I got a notice underneath my door saying that we had to move out, and they gave us about a month. And if we moved out before, we would even get more money. But, you know, I mean, after living someplace for 28 years, you know, it's hard to get started all over again. And living someplace for 28 years, prices have changed. You know, apartments, it was really, really terrible for an individual to be told you're going to be evicted and there's no solution. I mean, they don't try to help you. They give you a couple dollars and they think that you should be grateful. You know, I couldn't see light at the end of the tunnel. I thought that, what's happening now? Should I just stop selling flowers? And then a lady, this elderly lady up the street, Mary, came down and she said, I know what you're going through. You lost your house and you lost your workspace. But she said, let me tell you something. That house and that garage, it doesn't define who you are. And that's important. She said, because I believe if you wanted to keep selling flowers, people would still patronize you. And it's the truth. She said, what do you like to do? I said, you know, Mary, I like selling these flowers and making people happy and sharing these flowers with people. She said, you should keep doing it then. And so even though I lost my house and even though I lost my workspace, my permit says that I could sell flowers here as long as I keep paying for my permit. And I decided that, as they say, one monkey doesn't stop the show. And I'm still here even though I was evicted out of my home and out of my workspace. Somehow I made it, and you know, I wish that everybody could land on their feet or would have a happy ending. And I know it's not true, but you know, there's a change that's happening in San Francisco that we're not in control of. You know, people are demonstrating right now for them to stop evicting people because of greed. But I guess I'm an example of where there's a will, there's a way. And, you know, in spite of it all, the sun still shines.